Set, ready? 60 or. 56.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, Delta.
56.
Go.
You must be dreaming.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Let's go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's coming.
Hey, Steve 6.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Most to the backfield.
52.
Throwing again, Matthews.
Here we go again.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ready, set.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the gun, Matthews. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, for touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. Matthews. Forced out to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, stand up. Switch. Go. Switch. 5. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Matthews. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Hey, 2.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Matthews. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Switch. Kill, kill, kill. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Get it all. Rest. Shit, shit, shit.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Let's go one more. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Four there. Oh, single.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hatchet, hatchet. 42's the mark, 42's the mark. Go. What we got?
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike 42. Check tight. Yo. Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Mike's 4-2. Yo.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Check it out, read. Under 10.
On 2nd down now, it's McBride, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's get it.
Here we go. Here we go. Ancient Gator. Ancient Gator. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Bang, 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 bang.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Haskins, third and long. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Jim. 1 3. Spell. Off. Mike, go. Mike 42. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
45's the mic.
6 man. Check curls.
Check 45. Hey. Check 45's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Third down. Here's Haskins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All day.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Matthews. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
56.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch safety green. Watch safety. 22, check. Cover. 22, check. Stay on. Control. Stay on. 45, Mike, 45.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 66. Bullet. Half.
Mike, 45.
I'm coming, ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
To throw again. Matthews. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking to throw. Matthews. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Throwing on first down. Matthews completes it to Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
On the set, 61, matchbox, lights. Go.
On first and 10, Matthews. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go, go, go. Check 43. Let's go. Bravo. Zoom.
They try again with Cohen. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield now, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
It's going to be a long day.
They're going on fourth down. Haskins. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the fourth most in a single season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Cohen. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 42. Let him know. Let him know. It comes to me, it's me. Mike 42. 42, check. Mike 42.
Haskins on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
of giving.
Right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
On the ready.
56. Check 56. Check right.
Hey, Alpha. Shoot.
On third down, Matthews. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Wide, get wide. Hey,
You're out.
check 24.
On 4th down, Matthews. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On second down, it's Cohen, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
I got it. Hey, check Mike 45.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he finds McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Matthews to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
2nd and 1. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4th. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Haskins to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Matthews. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mike 56.
Hey, Orbit. Now.
Off play action. Matthews. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in at the 5. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now. Hey, exit.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Matthews. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll run on first down. McBride, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 20-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
That's it, baby.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
36.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Looking to throw. Matthews taking a deep shot here for Hunt. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Go! 60 or. Hey, Delta.
We got 4.
5.
From the gun, Matthews finding Taysom Hill complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
56, right there, 56.
On fourth down, Matthews. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
45.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles.